This show features compelling news, reviews, and interviews on hot, trending topics in the adult entertainment industry. I am your host, Charlie Spice. Hope you enjoy the show. Do you have a sexy voice, excellent communication skills, and a great media personality? Then we invite you to become a host of the new talk show for the adult entertainment industry. As our host, you will interview the sexiest strippers, escorts, porno performers, and other adult entertainers worldwide. You will also interview owners and managers of all types of adult businesses around the world. If you're interested in this opportunity, please visit our website for more details at adultindustrytalk.com. Would you like to make $500 to $5,000 per week with Adult Industry Talk? Join our affiliate program. Simply place our banners on your website and promote our multimedia promotion packages to all your followers and friends on Facebook, Twitter, and other social media networks. For more information about our multimedia promotion packages and how to become an affiliate, visit our website at adultindustrytalk.com. With me in the studio is a lady who is very concerned about an issue she's having at the moment. I'm going to let her introduce herself. How are you doing today? Please tell the audience the name that you prefer to go by, and let's go right into your concerns.
Should I use my real? Let's just call me Misha for now.
Okay, let's go with Misha. That's a lovely name, Misha. Thank you for joining us. Now, let's start from the beginning. What is the problem, Misha?
So Maxine characterizes herself as a labor activist and housing activist, and that she's supportive of people of color. However, she has not been doing that in action. Okay.
For the benefit of the audience, let's talk about Maxine. Who is Maxine?
She is a prominent sex workers' rights activist. She's has a prominent role in the Erotic Service Providers Union and the Erotic Service Providers Legal Aid and I can't remember all the title, but I can write it down for you. I'll have to look it up.
So then you're talking about Maxine Doogan.
That's right.
Okay, great. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, so I've known her for most of this decade. And so far, I've always had issues with her, but I've let them slide because, humans are humans, no one's perfect.
Of course.
However, she's continually exhibited signs of abuse to people that she has encountered and worked with, and it's bothered me. At this point, she is attempting to make me homeless due to the fact that she's literally abusive. She screams at people. She expects them to stand there and be screamed at. She curses at them. She manipulates people for financial reasons, and she doesn't take responsibility for things she does wrong. She never apologizes or anything like that. She claims to be a labor rights activist, but doesn't treat her workers always fairly.
Okay.
And also, that's pretty much enough. But in addition, she has proven herself to not care about issues that workers of color are experiencing.
Okay, I have to say something, Misha. Obviously, there is one thing or a number of things that Maxine has done to offend you and has made you very angry, of course, and this is why you're here speaking openly about the situation. So let's narrow down what exactly has really upset you about this whole situation. The most recent current thing is a coworker made a very offensive and racist post. I confronted the coworker. Yes. And
Maxine not only told me that not to fuck with her money. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to use that language here.
Yes, you're allowed. You are allowed.
But that isn't acceptable. And I have the screenshot of the specific post. It was against the current protests regarding the Take a Knee protests against police brutality. And this is a coworker that I had spoken with before regarding racial microaggressions. And I attempted to educate and tell that this behavior is not okay.
Yes.
And Matt sided with the worker who is white and is making more money for her than me, and that's why Max sided with her.
I see.
Which I haven't. Oh,
I see. So I'm getting the understanding that that there are a number of individuals who work with Maxine as sex workers, I imagine. Is that correct?
I mean, I hate to say this, but I mean, I'm not given much choice in talking about it. Like, I have to talk about it. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. What was the dialogue? Tell me some more about the dialogue between you and this individual who made the racist comment.
Well, it was brief because, I didn't want to start a fight, and we've known each other for most of the past year. Basically, I saw the post. I went to the other room. I exchanged words. I said, hey, this is not okay. I'm not okay with it. I'm really exhausted by the microaggressions you have been presenting, and I would like you to stop. And I sent a text of a screenshot with Maxine, and the response was, don't fuck with my money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, tell me some more about the dialogue between you and Maxine regarding this.
So after that, that morning she had been starting fights with me. Now, we're roommates, we're in a house. But at the same time, she doesn't behave like in any way normal, like regarding anything. Like, and I think she started the fight on purpose because I think she wants the coworker to move in, but I'm not sure. I don't have evidence of that. So I'm not going to say that. Okay. In fact, you can delete that. I don't care. But what was exchanged after that was basically I said, I'm not okay with this. I have several text messages just briefly explaining what I'm not okay with. I could look on my phone.
Okay. See. Okay. What I'm hearing, Misha, doesn't sound like something that's insurmountable. It does sound as though this is something that you can all resolve. Or has it escalated?
No, it has escalated to the fact that she is trying to make me homeless. So it's not going to work. I actually have made plans to move on.
Okay.
And also, normally I would just move. But the fact of the matter is that she has not been treating people fairly. So it's not just a regular roommate situation. It's a historical pattern of abuse.
Okay. Is there anything you can tell us about other behavior?
Yes. I have multiple people telling me about yelling at people, throwing objects. She threw a pot at a girl. This is not an isolated incident. It is not personal just to me. She does it to everybody. And I stood up to her. That is why I'm being targeted.
I see. Wow. Okay. Well, why did you decide to come? If I may, why did you decide to come on Adult Industry Talk to voice your concerns, your complaints? I don't want her taking advantage of people and making people think that she's as supportive of workers as she claims to be. Mm-hmm. She's not. Okay. Do you are there other people who can support what you're saying? Because I will obviously. I don't know if they she will hear about this.
Yeah,
and I'm sure she will probably make a comment or even come on the show to rebut or to say her side of the story, and it may contradict yours. So it might become she said this and she said that. Do you have other people who can support what you're saying, who are prepared to speak out?
Well, I mean, I do, but I don't think they will. And that's the problem. That's why she's been able to get away with this for years. Nobody's willing to speak up against her. I actually have a friend who hasn't worked with her who's already said that she has problems. Okay. Just from interacting with her in the past. So, I mean, but I don't have anyone who will speak for
I see. Okay.
Because that's the nature of the industry. People don't want to talk about anything ever.
This is obviously going to affect your relationship. This has already affected your relationship with Maxine. How do you think this is going to affect? How do you think this is going to affect you in your job, in your work?
It's not
in the adult industry.
It's not.
Okay.
I don't work for anyone. I work for myself. Even working with her, I've never worked for her because her clients are too racist to see me.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Well, this is the first time. This is the first time the audience is realizing that you are. Are you a black individual?
Yes, I am African American.
You're African American. Okay.
Descendant of slave.
I see. Okay. So how did you become part of a network or a group where the clients are against African Americans? I merely rent space from her. I see. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, where do you see this this situation going from here? You're going to move out, obviously, and
I'm moving on with my life. So all I want is that people know that she's hella problematic. She doesn't actually care about workers. All she cares about is money. She's an abusive person. She screams at people for like nothing. She just makes it. You could be sitting there. You're tiptoeing around the house dealing with her. You never know when it's going to happen. You never know what she's going to do. And I really don't care if people are like going to ask me for proof of something. I ain't got time to be making up shit about people. I have other shit I could be doing right now.
Okay, well, what you're saying contradicts everything that Maxine is supposed to stand for, because she is a sex worker rights activist, looking after protecting the rights of individuals who are sex workers. And you're now here telling us that outside of her public persona, this is an individual that does things to contradict what. So this is quite interesting what you're saying. It's a very profound statement that you're making, and you sound as though you have a major conviction here.
Yep. I have no reason to lie. I don't have time to be lying to people. And one thing I can tell you about people that say about me, and even Maxine will say I did this and that, which would be a lie. She isn't going to say I'm a liar.
Okay.
No one's going to say I'm a liar.
Well, you're going to have people saying that. You know that people are going to say that you're. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She's going to say she's like the other day. She was like, "Well, you yelled at me." Yes, I did. After you were screaming in my face at me. After you had yelled at me all morning. After I had walked away and asked you to stop fighting with me. Did I react like a normal person when someone's screaming in your face? How do you behave? Like at the top of their lungs. That's violent.
Was she ever physically violent with you?
No, not with me, but with a coworker, she definitely threw a pot at.
Did that pot connect?
I don't know.
Because
I don't think.
Okay, and let's hope it was a cold pot and not a hot one. Okay, well, we have our platform, Adult Industry Talk. We invite people like yourself to come on to voice your complaints or your concerns, and we want to continue to do this. We want to invite as many people who believe they have something to complain about to come on the show and discuss. So I really, I'm happy that you've taken the initiative to come.
On with her, because I want people to support people who actually do really care, who when it comes to money and actually caring about workers, you care about the workers more. Yes. There's nothing that can destroy your integrity regarding that. She's not that person.
I see. Okay. All right.
Well, no one will stop her. Everybody makes excuses, but people do that for abusers all the time. Look at what happened with Hugh Hefner. He had Brooke Shields up on all over the place, but naked. He stalked Marilyn Monroe. But people are like, oh, well, it's okay. It was back then. It was 1960 or whatever. No, it's never okay. I don't care who the person is.
Yes. Okay. Well, you've made your point very clear, and is there anything else you would like to say? Because we're coming to the end of this discussion. Is there anything you would like to say? I certainly would like to invite you. You had said in the beginning, before we started the broadcast, that you were going to be doing an article. You're more than welcome to publish the article on our website, on our blog, and we will share it with our listeners. And also, we would like to think that you would come back onto the show and give us a follow-up discussion should this situation escalate even further, because I'm keen to find out how this pans out in the very near future. So I would like you to keep in contact with me and let me know, and please be aware that Maxine will be aware of this, and she might very well respond, in which case I will make you aware of that response, and let's see if we can at least bring this to some type of resolve that
I don't want no resolution. I never want to speak to her again after this.
Okay, well, fair enough. I can understand your position, and but I do hope that you can go on and achieve the success that you certainly deserve, and the situation does not escalate. Okay, well, Misha, I want to thank you.
As far as it's going to escalate.
Okay.
So definitely, I mean, this is a full-on escalation. Me actually talking about it. Do you know I have not said anything for years? I've been living here with her for 9 months. Wait, no, I moved here in November. 11 months.
Okay.
I have lived with her. So just know that I'm not coming to you from someone who just met her last week or anything else, and that I bit my tongue for.
Yes.
This long. If I've known her for most of the decade and lived with her for 11 months and haven't said anything, obviously it's time. So yeah, I'm definitely going to write an article detailing with more detail, because we obviously don't have time here. I did want to talk about the most recent issue with her obviously supporting a racist white worker over a person of color that has been contributing 50% of her income to the upkeep of their home.
Okay. Well, I think we've covered most of it, but we are running out of time for this particular interview, so I'm going to have to thank you very much for coming on the show. We can speak, of course, off air and discuss how we can go about publishing your article. But again, I want to thank you very much for coming on the show, and I wish you the very best going forward. Thank you very much, Misha. I will speak to you off air very shortly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you have a sexy voice, excellent communication skills, and a great media personality? Then we invite you to become a host of the new talk show for the adult entertainment industry. As our host, you will interview the sexiest strippers, escorts, porno performers, and other adult entertainers worldwide. You will also interview owners and managers of all types of adult businesses around the world. This can all be done from anywhere in the world. All you need is a smartphone, iPad, or computer, internet access, and a Skype account. But where's the money? You will earn $50 to $75 per interview. Each interview lasts 5 to 15 minutes. If you're interested in this opportunity, please visit our website for more details at adultindustrytalk.com. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of this episode of Adult Industry Talk. I would like to thank our sponsors, guests, and our production team. I would also like to thank our listeners for tuning in and giving us an audience. We appreciate your support. If you have an interesting experience, opinion, or agenda about the sex or adult industry to share with our audience, we invite you to be a guest on the show. Please contact our production team at charliespice@gmail.com or visit our website at adultindustrytalk.com. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. You can listen to a repeat of this episode in the archives at any time in the future. Simply go to our website and follow the links. I am your host, Charlie Spice, saying bye for now, peace and love, I'm out.